Welcome to ACE's podcast. You are listening to the last and final episode of the Conversation Catalyst series, where in 9 consecutive episodes, we are deconstructing 9 elements of an impactful sales conversation. These conversation strategies will help you convert your prospect into paying clients, not with sleaze, but with ease. So, let's get started. Fall in love with selling as you acquire the right mindset, selling style, and sales process that helps you take your business solution to more prospects, potential clients, and the world at large. If you are a women entrepreneur who is looking to get more sales, scale, and sustainability in your business, you have reached the right place. I'm Roshni Baronia, your host for the show Ace the Sales, which is all about helping you bring your authentic and influential self to each sales conversation. Hello, how are you today? We have come to the concluding part of the Conversation Catalyst series, and before I bring yet another lineup for you which will help you move forward in your business, I hope you found some pearls and diamonds within this series which will help you become more strategic yet authentic in your selling. And today I am drilling down to the last piece of this series. Today I am going to deep dive into how you can ask for the sale. So yes, there is a lot of pre-work that you have done. You have done a lots of communication, need identification, storytelling, and nurturing of the trust and relationship with your prospect. And now it's the time to put on the ring. So they say girls don't make the first move, right? But I think that's for romantic relationship. And probably on that front as well, we've seen some major changes, right? That's for good. But when you come to the sales situation, whether you are a man or a woman, if you are a business owner, you are always donning the seller hat, and you have to make the first move and you have to ask for the sale. So first, let's get down to the mistakes people usually make. The first mistake people usually do is to assume that they have made the sale. That is an assumption, okay? The client have not yet said completely yes. In your head, you are saying, oh, I've done a brilliant job, and there's nothing they will say no to. So you are assuming that you've made the sale. And secondly, just because the client or the prospect has been very sweet to you, who has been talking very nicely to you and has been a darling all along, doesn't mean that she has agreed to your offer. Just because they are behaving very nicely does not mean that they agree to your offer. So it's very important for you to get out of this assumption and this wrong interpretation. So you have to ask for the sale, and many a times we leave it to the prospect to decide, thinking that I've shared everything that they need from me. If they want the offer, if they really like my service, they will come back to me. Hey, listen, it's not their job to come back to you. It's your job to follow up with them. It's your job to ask them for the sale. And let me drop the from here. You are not being realistic, pragmatic, or altruistic here. What you actually are doing here is trying to hide behind your fear of rejection. You do not want to make the ask because you fear that what if they say no? But here's the reality, my friend. Rejection is a part of sales. Nothing in this world is 100%, and so is the conversion rate. You are bound to hear no. The only thing you can do as a salesperson, as a business owner, is to reduce that percentage of hearing no. But no will be there. So do not fear it. Once you are okay with hearing no, which I know does not come easily, and that's why I'm doing a podcast episode entirely on this topic. It will be releasing soon. But once you are okay with hearing no, you will have more courage to ask for the sale. So you need to prepare yourself to ask for the sale irrespective of whether the person will be saying yes or no. So now coming to the framing of the questions when you have to ask for the sale. And here are some things that you can do. You can ask them questions like, how do you feel about all that we have discussed till now? And once they give their affirmation, or once they tell you what they like about it, you ask, so when would you like to get started? Or with what we have discussed, I think we should get started ASAP. What would be the first step for you to get started? Or that all sounds great. Ideally, we will start with contract signing and generating of the invoice for advance as discussed. If there is any other process that you follow at your end, let me know. Or of the 3 service packages we have discussed, the second option is the best suited for your needs and budget. And let's get started with that. Which payment method would you prefer? So you see, the point here is to formulate closing questions that summarize and underline the ongoing conversation, and also giving the buyer more of choice type questions rather than yes yes or no questions. Again, coming back to the open-ended questions which we've discussed in the previous episodes. But here's one thing that I really want to tell to you. Asking for the sale is not the end of it all. You have been on a journey with this potential client and you have moved forward as a person and you have helped them move forward along with you, helping them getting to know you. And this trust and relationship that you have built with them can be leveraged at any point of time, be it today or some point in the future. Your creativity, authenticity, and the strategy which you have used in this sales process is something which will work for you not only today but forever. So trust the process and embrace the journey, and once you gain the confidence in it, you will be less impacted by the outcomes of a sales conversation but more by the process of it, how you have approached it, how you have behaved with during the conversation, and how you have developed yourself as a person, as a business owner, as a salesperson in that entire journey and the process. And over a period of time, you will see that you have started excelling at some parts of the sales conversation, and there are some areas where you will be needing to do more work, and that's the way you will keep rinsing and repeating the process. With that, we come to the end of this series and the episode as well. Do share with me the biggest takeaways that you've had from this series, and I would be superbly happy if you can share them on social media by tagging our Instagram handle Ace the Sales for the podcast. And if there is any specific sales query or challenge that you are personally facing and you want this to be addressed in this podcast, do share your question with the link given in the show notes. I will be much happy to make an episode on that. So take care. Thanks for tuning in. Lots and lots of love to you. This is your host Roshni Baronia signing off.